Glad you're with us. It's Blake Grupe to get this one started, and off we go here in New Orleans. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. They'll stay on the ground with Brooks.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Young now. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. .43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
To the air is Rattler. There's Chris Olave.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
Now Rattler. He'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Rattler. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Panthers are going to take over here up near the 40. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. And the the Saints are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, at the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Off the play fake, it's Rattler. Finds his man, that's Olave on the crossing route.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here's Rattler. Finding Taysom Hill complete.
Pushes past him and running with power here. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard.
They go play action. Young. Escaping the pressure right. They shakes him off. And he'll just get rid of it. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Young.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
So on now is Johnny Hekker to punt this one away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
61 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Once again, it's Mitchell.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. 6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Saints 6, Panthers 0.
Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Rattler wants to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. Groupie able to add the PAT. And the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
That one into the hands of Flowers. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing, Young. Flushed out right. Gets it to Gordon. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Young. And that is incomplete here.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Young. Throw caught by Flowers. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now here's Young. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
To throw, Young. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brooks. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here is Young. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Running the toss to Brooks here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. To the right side and intercepted. Powering his right forward. And the Saints are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And now they'll shift things around. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 66 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
this 2nd and 4. They'll fake the give, and here's Rattler. It's caught. Mitchell. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Able to slither by, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground here. Mitchell. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Olave over the middle. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. Now a timeout as they tend to the injured player, and not the man they would want to see. That's Chris Olave getting medical attention. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
Rookie for the Saints field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Got a man. That's Leggett. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
He finds his man. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. To the air is Rattler. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now Rattler. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing is Rattler. Into the hands of Perry, complete. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Screen play, setting it up for Mitchell. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far, and here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one, and may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Off the play fake, it's Rattler. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills.
Brings up third down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Rattler. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the shotgun, it's Young. Eluding the pressure right. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. They'll give him 4 yards there. And 3rd and 8 now.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field? And they find each other for the completion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. 1st down, here's Mitchell. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 106 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Right back to Mitchell here. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 1st downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Mitchell. trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
They'll try to run with Mitchell. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. The point after, good by Grupe. And that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Young will set to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Brian Brzee busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Young working out of the gun. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Myles Garrett. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Young now. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Gomez. Little short pass here to Hill. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Another run with Mitchell. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Rattler wants to throw it. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now Young. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 3rd and 4. Young. Escaping the pressure right. That's pulled in by Brooks. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Again, it's Young. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Young to throw it. And Gordon's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. In motion goes the tight end. Now here's Young. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout. and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Young. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here is 3rd down and 4. To throw, Young. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Play action. Now Rattler. Throwing out right here. Caught by Olave. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now 2nd and 3. Throwing is Rattler. His throw incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Rattler from the gun, 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Rattler. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
To the air once more is Rattler. Now this one taken in by Olave. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
On 4th down, here's Rattler. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan is actually